Well, wrestling fans, it's 11 a.m. Saturday morning right here on WHBT, and I'm your host, Joey Gray. Don't go anywhere. NWA New South Wrestling starts now.
At Scott Storm, one half of the NWA Southern Tag Team Champions and the most technically sound wrestler in professional wrestling today. Me and my partner, Steve Anthony, will take on anyone, anytime, anywhere, because with the S&S Express, there's no retreat and no surrender.
S&S Express, you think we're coming to Greenville, Mississippi just for your belts? You've never been more dead wrong in your life, punk. Because we're coming to hurt you. That's what we do. We hurt people, boy. And that's where we're going to take you. Straight to the hospital after we beat you plumb down. You tell them, big man.
That's right, Big Bill. We've been on a tour from St. Louis to Kansas City, Memphis, and we're in Greenville right here tonight. And we come for one reason. You know, let me give you a little lesson about cowboys. Cowboys have been robbing trains for a long time. Tonight, in Greenville, Mississippi, we're fixing to rob a train called the S&S Express. And when we get done, there's gonna be bodies laying everywhere.
And making their way to the ring at a total combined weight of 551 pounds, they are Bull Hanson and Ricky Murdoch, the Texans. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, co-owner of the NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, Scott Storm.
My partner, Steve Anthony, he couldn't make it here tonight. He had a car accident. He's injured, he's in the hospital. But last month, we lost a match to give you a mandatory title shot. Well, I ain't afraid. I've got a partner. And I will defend these tag team titles tonight.
You ain't got no partner.
He's going to defend it. He says he's got a partner.
Well,
and there he goes to work. Look at Scott Storm firing in on both of them. Who is his partner going to be, though? As Scott Storm taking on both Texans in defense of the NWA Southern Tag Team Championships.
well, I have to admire Scott Storm's courage, but I don't know about his brains. As right now he's in there with Coach.
It's Maleke, it's the Cruiserweight Champion. Maleke Avalon hits the ring.
And Maleke Avalon firing away. I guess he did have a partner. What a drop kick by Maleke Avalon to Rick Murdoch.
No, I guess Maleke Avalon will be the partner for Scott Storm. You know, these guys have teamed up before, but I'll tell you what, they don't have a lot of experience. They sure don't have the tag team experience that the Texans do together.
Indeed, Joey, indeed. Bull Hanson and Rick Murdoch, they tagged together.
Let me tell you something right now. You say you didn't sign on to wrestle him. If you want a title shot, you're going to do it right here, right now, against me and AC Brown.
Oh, gosh. Maleke Avalon and Scott Storm will defend the Southern Tag Team titles in the place of Steve Anthony and Bull Hanson.
It don't work like that.
right now.
The referee has said his piece. Billy Etheridge says the match is on. That's all we need to hear. That means it's sanctioned. Scott Storm is allowed to choose a replacement. As I got to feel he shouldn't have to face these guys alone.
Well, and also that means if the Texans win, they do become the Southern Tag Team Champions. One of the most prestigious tag team titles in the entire NWA.
Oh yeah, those sport as it goes. These titles mean a lot. These titles get you shots at the World Tag Team titles and the North American Tag Team titles. I'm telling you something, they mean a lot, and that's why these guys, just like Scott Storm, is not going to let him go. He's not going down without a fight.
He's chosen definitely a formidable partner in the Cruiserweight champion, Maleke Avalon. But you gotta wonder, Joey, just how well will these two men work as a unit? Both men obviously skilled singles competitors.
Oh yeah, Scott Storm, a former Cruiserweight champion. And I'll tell you what, Billy Etheridge trying to get this match started here. Murdoch, you gotta watch this guy. You gotta really watch this guy. These Texans are out of control. They're wild. You don't know where they're coming from. I'll tell you what, you really gotta watch Ricky Murdoch because he is a former two-time NWA National Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, absolutely, Joey. These Texans, I mean, just look at them. These guys are like, I don't know, bears. They're big, they're powerful, and they will hurt you.
And Murdoch, now look at the hand up there. You see him had the weapon on. Bull Hanson has it. I'll tell you what, now look at Murdoch. Play it innocent. Referee Billy Evans trying to check here. Why can't these guys just hook it up and let's have a match?
Well, I don't know. They would love to. They'll employ every advantage they can get in this match. And they want to employ that weapon, obviously.
I'll tell you what, Scott Storm, the type of guy he is, he's not going to sit back and listen to this brother. Maleke Avalon either. These guys came here for a match. Scott Storm came to defend the Southern Tag Team titles, and that's what's going to happen. If these guys retain, then Scott Storm and Steve Anthony will remain Tag Team Champions.
And you can see right there that steel chain wrapped around the fist of Ricky Murdoch. He's just circling. I mean, if he gets either
There
Maleke
you go again. Come on, a chain handed off. You saw it, Trevor. These guys have not only chains, they've got bull ropes with cowbells on them. Heck, their boots are weapons. What else do they got to have to wear?
I don't know. I mean, just look at these guys. Just a punch from one of these guys has got to feel like getting hit with a baseball bat. And if he wraps that chain around his fist and hits either Scott Storm or Maleke Avalon with it, it's lights out.
I'll tell you what, the Texans sure haven't missed any wheels, have they?
Well, Joey, I'd be very quiet when I'd say that. I wouldn't want to explain it to Bull Hanson or Rick Murdoch after the match.
It's a good thing you can't hear me. Yeah, hey, comfortable tie up there. Ricky Murdoch, wrist lock applied here. Thank you for joining us for NWA New South Wrestling right here on WXBT. The only station you really even need to watch.
You're right. Absolutely, Joey. Joey, let's talk strategy for a minute. Obviously, Maleke Avalon and Scott Storm going to use that quickness. But might even take to the air, see some high-flying maneuvers since both men are former Cruiserweight champions. But what can we expect out of the Texans?
I'll tell you what, they're savvy veterans. Like I said, Murdoch, a former two-time national champion. And I'll tell you what, he defended it. He's been to Canada to defend that title. He's been overseas to defend that title. He's been all over. He's a seasoned veteran, as is Bull Hanson. Bull Hanson is a titleist many, many times. And these guys collectively, as the Texans, all former NWA Mid-South Tag Team champions up in Tennessee.
Well, we're in the New South now as Scott Storm locks that arm and just cinches up on big Ricky Murdoch.
And again, oh, is he messing up here? Murdoch going for a slam.
Obviously, whoa. Murdoch went for the slam. Scott Storm able to hold on, counter it. Beautiful maneuver.
Storm not the least bit afraid of these Texans. He's felt their fight before, and I tell you what, he's gonna give them everything they got. Of course, down in Florida, Steve Anthony and Scott Storm at an NWA Southern Tag Team title defense. wrestling a tag team out there when Steve Anthony was recently injured and put in the hospital.
And that's why Maleke Avalon is teaming up with Scott Storm for this match only. And now Storm shot into the ropes, ducks an enormous clothesline. What a maneuver by Storm, knocking the much larger Ricky Murdoch off his feet. And now a drop kick. And thus far, it's all Storm.
Oh yeah, now look at the aerial ability of Scott Storm. He can get up, he can fly, he can do just about everything you needed to do. I tell you what, Scott Storm is a complete wrestler.
There can be no doubt in anyone's mind of that, Joey. And now the Texans slowing the match down, breaking the momentum of Scott Storm, and I don't know, yes it was, a tag to Big Bull Hanson.
Oh my goodness. How can you put this over? He is the muscle of the team, is he? Yeah, hard to say. These guys are both huge. Bull Hanson, a big man in his own right, almost 300 pounds.
Now a tag to Maleke Avalon, and now, dropped that elbow right on the point.
It's no secret that Maleke Avalon has an injury to that shoulder. It's no secret about that. These fans know it, and now you're seeing Bull Hanson rub away on Maleke Avalon.
Well, again, these Texans are not exactly finesse guys. They're big and they're strong, and they will whoop. As now Maleke Avalon showing that aerial ability with 2 nice drop kicks.
Oh yeah, Maleke Avalon, he is excitement personified. He's the cruiserweight champion. And I'll tell you what, he's a great partner to have. If you can't have Steve Anthony, hey, Maleke Avalon, a great replacement. I'll tell you what, these Texans don't know what they're in for.
Well, I don't know.
These guys don't know what they're in for. That's the thing about it. They don't know what to expect. They've never probably taken on a talent like Maleke Avalon.
Well, again, Maleke Avalon, as talented as he is, does have that injured shoulder, and don't sell the Texans short by any means.
No, you can't, especially not this man, the former national champion Rick Murdoch. And he comes in with that big boot. He is, of course, the nephew of the legendary Dirty Dick Murdoch, a NWA legend and a former World Tag Team champion.
And now he's, did you see that?
That's a lariat right there. That's what you call a lariat, Trevor.
I'll say now that's what you call a chokehold. He just puts that almost 300 pounds right on the windpipe.
There's a shot to the throat from Rick Murdoch as he goes back to the corner here, looks to tag Bull Hanson. No, he's going to distract the referee and look over there.
Oh my goodness. Bull Hanson, of course, a relative of the late great cowboy Stan Hanson, who invented that lariat clothesline you were talking about earlier.
Yes, these guys are the next generation of passed down. And you know, with these guys related to those legends, you know they were schooled in everything. They were schooled in the old school. They know how to take on these new guys. But Maleke Avalon and Scott Storm bring something to the table that these guys aren't used to. These guys are used to wrestling big guys. These guys here are all about speed and precision.
I don't know, Joey. In all those years that these men have been winning titles, I've got to imagine they've faced a few of the smaller guys before. As you can see right now, they have Maleke Avalon completely grounded.
He can't know as well as I do, Trevor. The cruiserweights and do something like that over. But at this time, it's not really helping them at all because Bull Hanson and Ricky Murdoch are using everything they know to their advantage.
And they know a lot. As Maleke Avalon, well, he does go aerial, but it's for a big standing suplex from Bull Hanson. Good grief.
A brain buster for Bull Hanson.
Now Ricky Murdoch hits the ropes. What an elbow.
Cover 2 and Maleke out the back door somehow, Trevor. Where does he get this from? Where is Maleke, with an injury already, coming out here to be volunteering to be Scott Storm's partner to help him out so the SNS Express can remain Southern Tag Team Champions?
That is one classy act from Maleke Avalon, but he might be regretting it now as Rick Murdoch just drags his face across those ring ropes.
And of course, you know, Ricky Murdoch from West Texas, Bull Hanson from East Texas, these guys from opposite sides, but boy, they come together and make up some kind of formidable tag team back there.
Yes, and right now, Scott Storm, he wants to get in there and get a piece of the Texans, but now, oh my goodness.
Set him up, double back elbow, Trevor, and down goes Maleke Avalon. I don't know if Maleke knew what was in store for him when he came out of it.
It was like watching a train wreck just to see Maleke Avalon. Now Maleke just just head completely engulfed in those huge arms of Bull Hanson.
And the look on Bull Hanson's face is confidence as he has that weird chin lock applied and he goes down to the mat with Maleke Avalon. He's got large arms and he could easily cut the wind off and put him out.
That kind of pressure that Maleke Avalon's experiencing. Wait a minute, what's Rick Murdoch doing?
You know what he's doing. He's using that leverage to his advantage, pulling on the opponent, making Bull Hanson able to pull more pressure.
Now the referee's saying, get back in your corner, and
Bull Hanson up now. Maleke Avalon driving elbows into the bread basket, off the rope, he ducks under.
oh, what a boot! What a boot! That cowboy boot just bounced off the skull of Maleke Avalon. Oh my God.
And these guys are just mugging him out here. You know, Bull Hanson stomps him into him. Ricky Murdoch out of the ringside apron here. Very useful. These guys using everything they can in there.
And Maleke Avalon, we may be watching the final moments of this match. He cannot have much left after the beatdown, and again, Maleke Avalon just almost decapitated. And now look at that cover. Little arrogant on the cover. I honestly think if Rick Murdoch had put all his weight on the chest of Maleke Avalon, it would have been over.
I gotta agree with you, Trevor. Maleke Avalon's struggling, trying to get to the corner here, and he's got the tag, but Billy Etheridge's back is turned.
Oh no, he's trying to get Bull Hanson out of the ring, and now he didn't see the tag. He can only call what he sees, Joey. And what he's not seeing as the Texans just go to work on Maleke Avalon.
Maleke now, down to the bottom rope, Scott Storm. You and I both saw it. Maleke Avalon made the tag. Scott Storm frustrated now because he can't get in the ring.
And look at Bull Hanson got that hammerlock around the ring ropes just to add to the torture Maleke Avalon is going through.
I don't know that they, know how to make this methodical pace from the Texans. These guys have really done their homework on Scott Storm at least, and it's working on Maleke Avalon as well. These Texans double tough, and the game plan is going right.
You're right, Joey. The Texans are wrestling their solid match. And again, Maleke Avalon gets a tag. And again, the referee didn't see it.
Come on. Billy Etheridge way out of position there. And the Texans with a double team as Ricky Murdoch now back in the ring with Maleke Avalon.
Well, that's where that experience comes into play, Joey. Those Texans using everything in this ring, including the referee, to get an upper hand over their opponents. And again, a kick out by Maleke Avalon, who at this point, I gotta believe, he just kicked out on instinct.
No, you're exactly right. He's going strictly on guts and instinct right now, and adrenaline. Maleke Avalon's so close for the tag. Can he get it? Can he tag him?
No! Just hurled back into that hostile territory, the corner of the Texans, and here comes Bull Hanson to dish out some more punishment.
Man, Trevor, they have really cut the ring off of this match. They got Maleke in their corner as the crowd getting up here and chanting for Maleke Avalon to rise back to his feet, but how can he? He's in there with these two guys, and he's taking quite a beating.
Indeed, just these Texans just hammering away. And Maleke Avalon somehow able to fire off that wheel kick. Now he has got to make the tag. If those titles aren't going to leave here tonight with the Texans, Maleke Avalon has got to tag in his corner, and he does. The referee saw it that time. Here comes Scott Storm.
And he's a house of fire here, Trevor. Taking on both men. He'll take on anybody. He's got both Texans rocking and reeling.
Scott Storm, the fresh man in this match. He's been on the ring apron the entire time waiting. And Maleke Avalon, Bull Hanson just brawling outside as Scott Storm throws that drop kick in the corner. And it's going all the champion's way.
And he goes head first into the turnbuckle. Ricky Murdoch locked. Scott Storm working on it. Maleke Avalon out there with Bull Hanson on the floor.
Now Scott Storm calling for the crowd to get behind us. And look at Bull Hanson. Wait a minute. Did you? A cowbell shot. A cowbell shot.
And now he's in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and new NWA Southern Tag Team Champions are Texans. That's a darn shame. Scott Storm blocked by the cowbell, and the Texans are going to walk away with the Southern Tag Champs.
Referee Billy Etheridge trying to pull Bull Hanson and Maleke Avalon apart outside the ring. Just did not see that brutal cowbell shot into the unprotected skull of Scott Storm. And well, you can see the result.
Believe it in. Scott Short, man, I tell you what, this isn't right. We only have one belt for the Texans on the Southern Tag Team Champions. And give it up to Maleke Scott. He's the best they could, but a cowbell in the hand keeps it fly every time.
And now they're coming this way.
I tell you what, we want some real competition. Third quarter belt with no legs. Get that stuff back there, you run. We run to the right, they want that. 1, 2, 3. Name tag team us. And we still win. He tag team on the tag.
You know, we told you the last time we came to Greenville, we didn't come down here for no reason but to hurt people. If you look laying in the middle of that ring right there, I believe he's in pain. But I sincerely know, you line them up, we'll knock them down. We're the NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, and we don't intend on changing that anytime soon. That's the hero, man. You sit there and you shut your mouth, you keep your eyes on the champions. And if we decide to, we might come back. If not, we'll take these belts and go wherever we want to. I cracked a tire bigger than you, kid.
Oh, here you go, man. I'll hit you so hard.
You knock your sword out and I'll knock you out. Get on over here. You might go find the teeth you back. I just knock your teeth out and look at you. Hey, you ain't got to get in the ring and get hurt. All you got to do is cross my path. Shut up. You ain't got to be scared.
Well, fans, that about wraps up this week's NWA New South right here on WXPT. But don't fret, we're back every Saturday morning. Same channel, same time, so you be here with us next Saturday. NWA's New South Wrestling, where tradition rules. Wrestling fans, it's 11 a.m. Saturday morning right here on WXPT, and I'm your host, Joey Gray. Don't go anywhere. NWA New South Wrestling starts now.